Hello everyone. I am very happy to welcome you all to Dr. JJ's Virtual Academy of Commerce. Through this video, I am going to detail the accounting treatment in relation to the calculation of funds from operation from the profit or loss account of a business given for a period. Let us get into the problem straightly. Calculate funds from operation from the following profit and loss account of X Limited. We are given with the profit and loss account of X Limited for a particular year. Let us look into the details given here. In the debit side, you find salaries, rent, commission, discount allowed, provision for depreciation, transfer to general reserve, to loss on sale of investments, to provision for tax, to discount on issue of debentures, to preliminary expenses written off, to selling expenses, followed by they have calculated net profit. What about the items that are credited in the profit and loss account? By gross profit amounted 2 lakh rupees, which has been transferred from its trading account. By profit on sale of machinery, by dividend received, by refund of tax. See, if you look into the details that are debited and credited in the profit and loss account of X Limited, you could understand the fact that the operating and non-operating expenses and incomes have been recorded together. To calculate funds from the main operation of the business, we need to do a kind of working, either starting from net profit or you can start your working from gross profit. Keeping net profit as a base for the working is the most popular type of working. I have done it in either ways. I will explain. Now, let us start our first working with the base or with the starting point of net profit. Along with the net profit, we need to add back the non-operating and or non-fund expenses and losses. Why should we do that? Now listen to me. This net profit has been calculated after doing adjustments or after doing deductions of all operating and non-operating expenses and losses from the gross profit, plus the non-operating incomes which have been credited in the P&L account have been added with the gross profit. Finally, we have arrived at the net profit. So, net profit is calculated from gross profit after making due deduction for both other operating expenses and non-operating expenses, plus adding the non-operating incomes that have been credited in the P&L account. That is how net profit is calculated from gross profit. That's a procedure we follow in the preparation of profit and loss account. But what is it we would like to know? We would like to calculate the funds from operations of the business. Perhaps funds from operation of the business could lie in between gross profit and net profit. It could lie somewhere here. But we should know which deductions have to be reversed. That means which items that have been deducted are to be added back. That we should identify and do the step. Similarly, which items that have been added already to be now reversed, to be deducted now in order to calculate the funds from operation. So as I said, the first method of calculating funds from operation is what? You take net profit as a starting point, go back, do the corrections. What is the corrections? Whatever the non-operating and or non-fund expenses deducted already to calculate this figure to be added back. And similarly, whatever the non-operating and non-fund incomes that have been added to calculate this figure are to be subtracted in order to go back a bit to reach this particular middle stage or somewhere. Definitely it lies somewhere in the middle of the P&L account to arrive at the funds from operations. That is why I said funds from operations, it lies in between gross profit and net profit. You understand, right? Let us calculate funds from operations using the first method. Now, As I said, calculation of funds from operations, net profit as given is taken as a basis. That's what the starting point, 1,20,000 rupees recorded there. What is that I have written? Add non-operating and or non-fund expenses. I'll explain why I specifically said and or. I can simply say and. No. It could be and or. That means what? Either non-operating expenses alone, or non-fund expenses alone, or non-fund and non-operating. So these three criteria, if a particular item doesn't fulfill both, what is that? Operating and fund, that item has to be reversed. For example, now listen to me. Salary is an operating expenditure and a fund expenditure. So therefore, it fulfills both. What is that? It is an operating expenditure and fund expenditure. Therefore, the deduction made for salaries to calculate net profit from gross profit is correct, and the same is to be followed for the calculation of funds from operations. Therefore, you just ignore it. The second one, rent, it is also operating and fund expenditure. It is related to the operation of the business, and fund has also gone out. It has taken outflow. Therefore, the deduction is also correct, and therefore you leave it. Don't reverse it. Now look at this one. This commission also falls in the same category of salaries and rent. It is operating and fund expenditure. Discount allowed related to the operating activities, and it's a fund expenditure as well. Therefore, the first four fall within the category of operating and fund expenditure. So, the deduction made for these four expenses from the gross profit to calculate net profit is permitted even for the calculation of funds from operations. So, don't reverse them. What about this one? Provision for depreciation. First, let me start with the depreciation. If it is depreciation is an operating expenditure. So, can you leave it? No. Do you pay any amount in the name of depreciation? No, it is a non-fund expenditure. Therefore, depreciation being an expenditure, it fulfills only one criteria. It doesn't fulfill the other one. Which expenditure could be ignored here? An expenditure which fulfills both. It should be operating and fund expenditure as well. But with regard to depreciation, it is operating. We agree. It could be subtracted to calculate operating profit. But with regard to the calculation of funds from operations, it should be added back because it is a non-fund expenditure. You understand what is it? Though it is an operating expenditure, it has to be added because it is a non-fund expenditure. Fine. This is with regard to simple depreciation. What about provision for depreciation? Provision, it's only a provision. So provision is both non-operating and non-fund expenditure. So close your eyes and add definitely what is that? The provision for depreciation as a first item. Fine. The next one is about transfer to general reserve. It is both non-operating and non-fund expenditure. Transferring a portion of a profit towards a reserve called a general reserve is not related to the main operation of the business, and there is no money involved. Fund doesn't take outflow of the business. Therefore, it is both non-operating and non-fund expenditure. It has to be added back, and that is what added there. Transfer to general reserve is the second item to be added. The next one is what? Loss on sale of investment. Yes, buying investment and selling investment is not the core activity of the business. This is a non-operating activity through which they have incurred loss. So this is a non-operating loss, and therefore it has to be added. And the next one, provision for tax. Any provision, any reserve created is a non-operating activity and non-fund activity as well. So this item has to be added back. And the next one is what? Discount on issue of debentures. Allowing discount for the issue of debentures is a non-operating activity. Therefore, it has to be added along with the net profit. And the next one, preliminary expenses written off. It is the formation expenses which would be slowly written up year after year for a stipulated period. That is not related to the main operation of the business. Therefore, what you should do, since it is a non-operating activity and the non-fund item as well, it has to be added back. Selling expenses, be careful. Selling expenses is related with our main operation of the business. You understand? Any expenditure incurred in relation to manufacturing, buying, selling, all these are what? Operating activities. If money is also involved or money is taken outflow, you can very well treat it as an operating and fund activity. And that's what here selling expenditure is both operating and fund expenditure. Therefore, you have to ignore it. Right? The deduction made for this from gross profit to calculate net profit is correct, and the same to be continued for the calculation of funds from operations as well. Now, all these items, whatever I said to be added with the net profit are totaled, it comes to 54,000. Now, along with 1,20,000 rupees of net profit, you add the 54,000 and get the total of 1,74,000. Now, what is the next step here? You do deduction or subtraction for the non-operating and non-fund incomes. Please understand the fact. Any income credited in the profit and loss account is a non-operating income. Sales is the only operating income for a business. If a business involves in offering service revenue is the operating income for such business. So, any income other than sales revenue are non-operating incomes to be credited in the P&L account. So, simply you assume all the indirect incomes that are credited in the P&L account are what? Non-operating incomes to be subtracted, because they have been already added with the gross profit to calculate the net profit. But we would like to know what is the funds from operations. Therefore, whatever added with regard to these three items which have been added to be subtracted. Right? That's what they have done. Profit on sale of investment, non-operating item. Dividend received is a non-operating item. Refund of tax is a non-operating item. So all these three have been added, and finally the total of the three, 10,000 is deducted from 1,74,000. Now they have arrived at the figure 1,64,000, which is nothing but funds from operations. This is a popular method of calculating funds from operations. Let us quickly get into another simple method of calculating funds from operations. Now, before I take you through the second method, let us quickly understand what we have done in the first method. We have taken net profit as a starting point, gone back to do certain corrections. The corrections could be adding back few items, then deducting a few items in order to calculate the funds from operations which lies in between gross profit and net profit in the middle of the P&L account. This is what we have done in the first method. Second method, what we are going to do? We are not going to go back. We are going to take gross profit as a starting point. In this type of problems, this is possible. I suggest you, the learners, to simply follow the second method and complete the solution very quickly. That's 100% correct. But this second method is possible only in this type of problems. Fine. Where you are given with a complete profit and loss account. Right. You take gross profit as a starting point. Do deductions of the permitted expenses. What is that permitted expenses? Both operating and fund expenses. They have to be subtracted. That's all. What about the incomes to be added? You don't add any income, because all the incomes that are credited in the P&L account are indirect, non-operating incomes. Therefore, you don't have to worry about them. You just do deduction of only operating and fund expenses from the gross profit. You will get the same answer of the 1,64,000 rupees funds from operations. Shall we go and see? Yeah, follow me. Yes. The second method, gross profit 2 lakh rupees. That's the starting point. What is that you do? You deduct both operating and fund expenses. Deduct the items that fulfill both the criteria. What is that? it should be operating and fund as well. There it's a different story. Even if one criteria is not fulfilled, it has to be added. That is why very carefully what I have written, and or non-operating and or non-fund expenses. But here, an item to be subtracted should fulfill two criteria together. One, it should be operating and fund expenses as well. That's what very important. Now salary, operating and fund item. Rent, same criteria. Commission, operating and fund expenditure. Discount allowed, both operating and fund expenditure. Selling expenses, both operating and fund expenditure. Suppose you find depreciation here. Can you subtract it? No. Why? It is only operating, not a fund expenditure. Please understand the difference. So it is a special item in fact. It is an item which is operating but a non-fund expenditure. If that comes in the problem, you have to ignore it. The rest of these items which I have considered are fulfilling both the criteria of operating and fund aspect as well. So that is why you total them. The total comes to 36,000 from 2 lakh rupees. If you subtract 36,000, what is the answer? Funds from operations, 1,64,000 rupees. This is very simple. You can follow this method. Obviously, there is no hard and fast rule that you should follow only this conversion method. If the question permits you to follow the second method, I suggest you better go for the second method and calculate funds from operations. Make it simple. What is the note I have given? This I have already explained, but however, you try to read it once again. What is that? All incomes other than sales revenue or service revenue for service offering enterprises are non-operating incomes. Therefore, they should not be added here. That is why it's only deduction I have made for a few items from gross profit. There is no addition at all. Sales is the only operating income based on which only they have calculated gross profit. Therefore, don't worry about any other income that are given in the problem. I hope you understood my lecture over the two methods which I have explained with regard to the calculation of funds from operations from the problem where you find profit and loss account of X Limited is given for a given period. This is an interesting problem. I suggest you to watch the video for a few times. I'll meet you in another video. Thanks for your time to watch this video. Bye for now everyone. Good luck.